now streaming live. Full Velocity TV begins now.
And your source for esports racing is alive. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to a special edition of Full Velocity Racing Network coverage from the Lanier National Speedway. We're hanging out with the gang over here at DirtSeries.com. It is a special event. We are racing for Reid. Little boy Reid Smith turned 1 month old yesterday and has spent the entire 30 days of his short little life in the hospital and still not doing well. And of course, he's a son of our buddy from DirtSeries.com, Mr. Josh Smith, and we're here tonight trying to raise some money for his family as they've been going through some really rough times. And we appreciate all you tuning in on this late night version of Full Velocity Racing Network coverage on Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch TV. Hello, everybody. Phil LaCasse here, the voice of the Full Velocity Racing Network, along with Todd Stanton, alongside Jack Chewin on the controls. We get a three-way team for this very, very special event being run here tonight. Got to thank Earl Clements and Jervis and Colbridge for all their work behind the scenes putting this terrific event together. We have 39 drivers registered the way in, and we're going to try to raise money for the Smith family here tonight. And Todd, I know you're busy out there sharing the link. We're a little bit behind getting on the airwaves. Had some issues with iRacing getting a server out to us, so we're about an hour late from getting on the air what we anticipated, but I think we're finally locked and loaded, ready to rock. How the heck are you, brother?
Definitely finally ready to lock and load here, getting ready to send this event on its way here, finally getting the server set up. There's probably 15 different servers out there in the iRacing community right now. They say Dirt Series on them, including 2 of my own, because I know I tried to set up to try to help it out because we couldn't get any of these servers to set up here in iRacing. Finally getting one up and going, ready to rock and roll, Phil. Man, what a great event we have in store for you. Racing for Reid. All-star donations here tonight during the longevity of this broadcast are going to go to the Smith family. We will give you the total at the end of the night. So if you guys graciously want to donate stars here tonight during this broadcast, go ahead, donate those. We'll make sure that they get to the Smith family here on behalf of Full Velocity Racing Network.
Absolutely will, and I'm going to also share out there their GoFundMe link page and all the proceeds for this race tonight, all going to the Smith family. And by way of a GoFundMe, I'm going to put out there for all of you via Facebook Live and YouTube and Twitch that can allow you to get involved directly with them if you're not a racer or into iRacing or whatever else. It'll at least allow you to be a small part of what we're doing here tonight and hopefully be able to help the Smith family out in a big way. So really happy to have you aboard here back at Lanier National Speedway. We have been nestled here all evening long, and this one is going to be a lot of fun. We have a great turnout here in the pit area. I think the first of what is now going to be 4 heat races about to take the way to the racetrack, Todd. So what do you say we take a stab at it? Our first starting lineup of the night looks like 10 cars strong for heat race number 1.
Yes, 10 cars strong here for heat race number 1. Starting on the pole, driving the 119. That will be Mason Crawford as dancing part of the outside, driving the number 61. That's Earl Arch Jr. Inside row number 2, starting in the third start position. That's the 420. That's the Twisted Motorsports. That's Easy E. Eric Elmore and his dancing part of the outside. Torn shirts aboard the number 33 machine is going to be in the 4th position. 5th is going to be the number 31. That is Jason Burton. His dance part of the outside. That's going to be Blake Heather aboard the number 97H. Inside row number 4, starting in the 8th position, that will be Chris Malone. Malone aboard the number 29, and Willie Whitaker will roll off 9th and shotgun on the field here at heat race number 1.
That's a good little field right there. 10 drivers strong. Heat race is going to be 12 laps in distance. Top 4 are going to race their way on into the main event here. We'll play some consolation rounds here a little bit later on as well. So strap yourself in. It's going to be a fun night of Full Velocity Racing coverage, and We're happy to be here with DirtSeries.com. Been quite a while since we've caught up with these guys, and what better way to come out here on a late Sunday night. I appreciate these guys, wanting us to come out here and be a part of this great event, being as tied to Dirt Series as we have been, and we had the time to do so tonight. So we're ready to lock and load. iRacing flag, green flag, going to go up in the air, and for the first time tonight, we're going to take the Pro Lakes down to the turn number 1 and 2. Mason Crawford going to lead Earl Arch Jr. off of 4.
Yeah, Mason Crawford aboard the number 15 machine leads the charge down into the corner here. Already down the front straightaway, the number 15 leads lap number 1. Arch Jr. running in that second spot. Here comes the number 420. Easy Eric Elmore down to the inside, side by side down the back straightaway. The 33 machine of Torn Shirts is able to is trying to get to the bottom, I should say. I thought he was going to split him up through the middle there, so he had me going then for just a second.
He sure did. I thought he was going to well as well, but he's going to keep that car glued to the bottom side of the racetrack, all chasing Mason Crawford, who set tonight's Hard Motorsports quick time in qualifying. Has just run his way out to a pretty impressive advantage, as we say, of currently. But we look out there now, Eric Elmore, Earl Arch, Torn Shirts racing on for second, third, and fourth, but we're going to slow it down because our first Tandem Record Service caution flag of the night is going to fly in heat race number 1 on lap number 4. Yellow, yellow, yellow on the racetrack. Slow them down. Going to get Jack down to work down there with a BladeNo.com Full Velocity Racing Network instant replay. Todd, I'm sure you got a quick look at it too. What do you see out there?
All the 97.8, so Blake Heather coming down the track just a tad bit there. Makes a little bit of contact with, it looks like the 29 machine. Yep, the 29 machine going around. That's Malone into the number 37 and Willie Whitaker. Sends those guys both around in and out. That was what brought our first yellow flag here. The Hanover Record Service yellow flag.
Yeah, absolutely. Comes out on lap number 4. We're already going to pace them by this time. We're going to put 6 up on the board. So we're going to be halfway home in heat race number 1. And we don't want to see these heats marred by yellow laps at all. We want to see who the best 4 cars are going to be to race their way on into the main event. We'll play up some consolation rounds here in a little while as well, and then get ready to rock and roll for a 42-lap main event. Racing for Reid. Josh calls him the Burrito, and that's exactly what we're going to call him here tonight. We're thinking of Burrito, and he's a cute little guy. If you haven't seen him, Josh is going to post a picture on the Dirt Series Facebook group that they've got out there. You haven't joined the Facebook group out there for DirtSeries.com, you have to do so now. They had a page out there for a long time, had well over 4,000 likes on it and views on it, and for whatever reason, the Facebook police decided they were going to eliminate that page, and we lost, Dirt Series lost all their stuff they had on there, so many years of working on that. So we're trying to get them rebuilding as far as a Facebook group goes. So if you want to be a part of Dirt Series, find them now on Facebook and, join the group and find them all in the iRacing simulation as well. These are a great bunch of guys, Josh Smith and Earl Clements, Jameson Corbridge, the entire group over here. We go back to racing, Todd, on lap number 9, running out of laps here. Mason Crawford going to lead Earl Arch and Eric Elmore off of 4.
Yeah, Crawford doing a fantastic job in that number 15 machine. Arch Jr. running in the second spot. Third is the 420. He's under heavy pressure from the 33, that Lucas Oil, number 33. Here comes the 31, hitting into the side of Shirts there. The 31 now takes over that fourth and final transfer spot. That's the 31 of Jason Burton. Burton now into that fourth spot. The 33 now falls into the clutch of the 97H of Heather. Heather down to the inside. Shirts has been drop kicked out of line there, Phil, from transfer to non-transfer for that 33.
Sure is, but we work off of turn number 4 this time. We're going to get white flag over the field. One more trip around for that 15 car. Mason Crawford leading the field. Earl Arch Jr., Eric Elmore, and currently Jason Burton in the number 31. He holds our final transfer as we work our way through 3 and 4 for the final time. Heat race number 1 indeed. Going to go to that 15 car of Mason Crawford. Earl Arch, Eric Elmore, Jason Burton going to grab the final transfer spot. Blake Heather, Torn Shirts going to be on the list of names to the finest into one of the constellations. Alex Stoudinger, Willie Whitaker, Chris Malone. Those drivers are going to go on into one of our consolation events coming up here following our 4 heat races, the second of which is rolling its way out on the speedway, and we got some pretty heavy hitters in this one.
Yeah, definitely some pretty heavy hitters, like you said. Some D1 and RT guys out there. Starting on the pole, that's going to be one of them D1 RT guys. That's the M14. That's Shad Prescott. His dad's part of the outside, driving the number 42 machine. That is Cody Howard. Inside row number 2, starting in the third starting position. That's the number 60 machine. That is Kyle Pearson. Outside of him will be Michael Redding. Michael Redding aboard the 112 machine. Inside row number 3 in the 5th starting position, that's the number 9 machine. That's Dustin Helms. We used to call him Flyer number 9, the 9 on the side of this machine. And outside of him will be the number 13. We know him here at Full Velocity Racing Network. See him quite a bit. That's the 13 machine of Caleb Ramsey. Inside row number 4, starting in the 7th starting position, that's the number 8. That's Cody Slauson. Slauson aboard the number 8 machine. And Trevor Baker, the number 24. He's going to roll off 8th. Rolling off 9th will be Curtis Kelly aboard the number 751.
Yeah, 9 drivers out there. We got the call for 9. We got all 9. So what do you say we get ready to turn these guys loose with Shad Prescott and Cody Howard? Going to make up that front row 14 car of Shad Prescott. I'm trying to kind of get to a number combinations to what I'm seeing in the race server because I do not match up what I see on the pole. So I got to match myself to a number. The name we'll do so is Howard and the pole sitter Shad Prescott. They're going to take our iRacing guy flag green. Prescott going to lead the field off turn number 2.
Yeah, Shad Prescott and the M14 machine taking the early advantage over the number 42, Cody Howard. Howard right now running in 2nd. The Flyer number 9 machine running into the 4th spot. That is Dustin Helms. Helms now up to position number 4, holding on to that final transfer spot. The number 60 machine now makes way into the 2nd spot. That's Kyle Pearson aboard the number 60. Side-by-side battle for that 3rd spot as Helms looks low.
Helms going to look low under Cody Howard on the 42. Cody going to take it underneath the 60 car of Pearson off of turn number 4. Good 3-car race there for position number 2. It is all Shad Prescott out front. Pearson holding on for 2nd. That flying number 9, Dustin Helms, going a little tad bit sideways. He is driving that thing all it's worth on because he's looking at the mirror. He sees a couple of cars behind him, including Caleb Ramsey. Trevor Baker breathing down his neck.
Yeah, Ramsey trying to get around the number 9 to Dustin Helms. Helms is really excited about being able to make this event because it was a little bit later for him there. That number 9 machine, that Twisted Motorsports number 9, hanging on to that final transfer spot. But meanwhile, up front, D1RT number M14. That is Shad Prescott with the lead going down into turn number 1, the 60 right there. It is Tire Tracks. That is Kyle Pearson. Then the 42 of Cody Howard. Those guys starting to run away from that number 9 machine.
Yep, top 3 starting to distance himself for the field as they're halfway home this time by 6 in, 6 laps to remaining in heat race number 2, and it's been all Shad Prescott up front of the number 14, Kyle Pearson for 2, Cody Howard, Dustin Helms running in the 4th spot. On the outside looking in, we find Caleb Ramsey, Cody Slauson, Curtis Kelly, Trevor Baker, Michael Redding. Those are some pretty good race car drivers. They currently sit outside the top 4. Shad Prescott at this point, no pressure at all from behind, but Pearson's going to continue to look low as they work off of 4.
Yeah, Pearson and then number 6, he's tried a couple different times to get around Shad, but Shad right now running a pretty decent groove there about the middle portion of the speedway here at Lanier, and they're able to keep the number 60 of Pearson at bay. Pearson really has nowhere to go as of right now, just kind of running in the tire tracks of Shad. Just I'm almost willing to bet there, Phil. He just wants to make it into the main that number 60 machine. The 42 of Cody Howard still running in that 3rd spot.
Cody Howard in for 3rd, then about 5 car lengths back. You find Dustin Helms of the 9. He's got 5 car lengths between the gap between himself and 5th place running Caleb Ramsey in the number 13. But we're running out of laps here. White flag going to go over the speedway next time at Shad Prescott exits turn number 4. He's going to see it from the field as we race it out for 2nd. Pearson and Howard, they're going to go out for position number 2. Prescott going to lead the field off of turn number 2 for the final time and into 3 and 4. Checker flag going to go in the air. Give heat race number 2 to Shad Prescott in the M14. In for 2nd. Going to be Kyle Pearson, Cody Howard, and Dustin Helms will grab that final transfer. Caleb Ramsey, Cody Slauson, Curtis Kelly, Trevor Baker, Michael Redding. Those drivers will all be on to our consolation rounds, but we're halfway home in heats. 2 in, 2 remaining.
Yeah, 2 more heat races remaining here. Heat race number 3 getting locked and loaded out there on the speedway. Just remember, 4 transfer on from these heat races, and then we're going to go into 2 consolation events where 2 are actually going to transfer on from those consolation events. So you want to get in the top 4 hitter here in the heat races so you don't have to worry about those consolation events. A lot of heavy hitters already going consolation event racing in there, Phil.
They absolutely are. Heat race number 3 is pulling its way out onto the racetrack now. So let's take you through our Foils Trucking starting lineup on the pole aboard car number 269. Our buddy James Grayson alongside the number 444. That is Derek Dryman. In row number 2 aboard car number 91, our old buddy, Mr. Tyson Pancal on the inside of the 2nd row with the number 018 alongside. That's Adam Lickey. Row number 3, the number 77 of Robert Fletcher, with the number 4 of Frank Gonzalez on the outside of row 3. Davey Lamont rolls off next from car number 40. He starts off in 7th. The 55 of Robert Satterfield, he'll roll off on the outside of the 4th row. And Daniel Cummings Jr. aboard car number 38. He rolls off shotgun on a pretty loaded 9-car field here at Lanier for heat race number 3.
Yeah, pretty loaded 9-car field, like you said there, Phil. The 269 and James Grace. Let's see what he's got here this evening. Nice pace scheme out there. A lot of nice pace schemes out here for racing for Reid here this evening at Lanier National Speedway as they drop the hammer down the front straightaway to turn number 1 side by side here. For the top spot, it is James Grace and Derek Dryman. Dryman up on the outside. Here comes the 91 of Pankow. Makes a little bit of contact. It looked like would let Adam there is now. Here comes the 77 machine of Robert Fletcher down to the bottom. They make a little bit of contact. A lot of contact going on. Fast Frank involved in some contact there, but they're all keeping it straight there, Phil. But lots of contact here for the first couple laps of this race.
And that shows the feverish pitch these guys are driving with right now, having to take those, maybe drive a little harder than you want to. You got to be in the top 4 to make the aim in. As we get a little bit of contact from behind there. I think it was James Grace getting a little tap from Robert Fletcher's 77. Those guys somehow, some way kept it straight. Big save there for the 269. He's going to continue to ride to that 3rd spot off of turn number 4. We're going to complete lap number 4. And right up front, you look up there, it's Derek Dryman leading the way.
Dryman doing a good job in that 444 machine. Tyson Pankow running in that 2nd spot right there in the tire tracks. Grace is 3rd. Battle for the 4th position now. The 77 of Fletcher has it. Number 018 machine of Adam just trying to figure out the numbers there. Down to the bottom side, they're trying to get around the 77 of Fletcher, not able to do so. Here comes the number 24 machine. That is Daniel Cummings Jr.
Yeah, Cummings number 24 trying to make it happen down low. They don't match what we read in the server, so we're trying to catch up with the numbers and name combinations. Looking up front, Derek Dryman leads, but he is kind of a little bit of pressure underneath him that time. Tyson Pankow, number 91. Look at old Bubba go, keeping it glued down to the bottom off of 4. He's given quite the little tussle there to our race leader, Derek Dryman's over 444. Pankow having a really good run. Good to see Tyson out there in the pro lanes.
Yeah, definitely good to see that number 91 doing a fantastic job out there. Tyson Pankow here. As they come across that start finish line, 4 more trips around. Can Pankow maybe win this heat race? That'll be something different. Used to see him in the street stocks. James Grace running in 3rd. Robert Fletcher still holding on to that 4th and final transfer. But I tell you what, Phil, that 018 is right there lurking.
Sure is. Adam looking at number 018 is just sitting there stalking the back of the 77 of Fletcher. If Robert makes a little slip up, Adam is going to be there for sure as we work our way through now turns number 3 and 4. Put another lap in the books and continuing to lead here will be car number 444, the 444. Derek Dryman, Tyson Pankow, James Grace, Robert Fletcher holding on for 4th. And so far, he's doing the best he can. Adam looking at number 018. He's given him about everything but the kitchen sink. He just can't quite find his way around. As we had a good battle going on back there for 6th. The only problem is it's on the outside of transferring.
As they're on their final lap there, Phil, into turn number 3 already. The 444 of Derek Dryman going to take down heat race number 3. Tyson Pankow for 2. James Grace for 3rd. And 4th is going to be Robert Fletcher. Those cars transfer on. The rest go to the consolation events.
They certainly do. And there's going to be some pretty loaded consies we're going to see here in a little bit. But before we get to those consies and see where the drama unfolds there, we still got one more heat race left on the docket. Let's take you through the Voiles Trucking starting lineup for heat race number 4. And this one's going to be a lot of fun as well. On the pole, aboard car number 28, that is Trevor Fitz alongside the number 7, Showtime, Shane Kelly. Good to see Shane back on the airwaves here of Full Velocity. In row number 2, aboard car number 44, Tyler Schell with the number 88 of Alex Balducci alongside. In row number 3, the number 9 is Bobby Hotz. Sideways, AJ Cruz rolls off aboard at car number 343. He will start 6th. Big Country, Jamison Colbridge aboard car number 199. He rolls off in position number 7 with the 033. The high side hustler, Martin Cart, rolling off in position number 8. And shotgun on the field aboard car number 51. Jeremy Zarfros going to have a long way to come from 9th starting position. 12 laps to get there. And there's some names I'm not familiar with, but I know, Todd, from watching a lot of racing, this one's all 4 of these races are pretty dang stacked.
Yeah, they've been stacked. Is another D1 RT guy, Trevor Fitz, in that number 28 machine, and their goal is to make it inside the top two. They want to finish 1-2 between himself and Chad Prescott and take that and make sure it's donated back to the family. We were talking to those guys earlier, and they set the precedent, is what I was telling those guys. The D1RT guys, always fantastic. This is what makes their team great, is they come to these types of shows and make sure they donate all the winnings right back to that family. And that's high class for D1RT. That's fantastic. I can't appreciate something like that, because we kind of know what the struggles of Josh are going through right now, Phil, and it means a lot, even to us here on Full Velocity Racing Network, that the donations go back to him.
I had a little baby Sheldon, a couple of years old. I could tell you, my boy just turned 19 back here in May, and we're 17 years past our last time we had a big surgery done, and those memories, those feelings that overwhelmed us, that never ever really creeps out of our mind too far. We really remember what that is like. So our thoughts and prayers are with Josh and Keely, and of course little Reid, who is out there in the hospital, hopefully doing well. Dad's going to be out here having a good time with these guys tonight. But we go iRacing I flag, green flag up in the air, and runaway Trevor Fitz and Shane Kelly squaring off of the race lead. Advantage to those 7 cars. We complete lap number 1.
Yeah, Shane Kelly bested the number 28 of Fitz. Fitz right now running in that second spot. Right there, lockstep in behind Showtime Shane Kelly. Third right now is Tyler Shell aboard the number 44 machine. Is AJ Sideways. AJ Cruz is fighting it out, duking it out there with Bobby Hans in the number 9 machine.
That's a pretty good little race there. The 3-4-3 AJ Cruz, Bobby Hans on the 9. You got Alex Balducci right behind as well, the number 88. Those guys really having a tussle of it. Then you look back there and see some of our buddies. Martin Karch, James Cobridge, those guys running at the deep part of the field. I was talking to Martin here a couple nights ago. He was thinking he was going to have a pretty competitive car tonight, and then the names kept flying in. He's like, boy, I got work to do. We got some pretty good names here, including Shane Kelly. He leads a really good one, and Trevor Fitz at 1-2 off of 4.
Yeah, 1-2 there for Shane Kelly and Trevor Fitz. Tyler Shell for 3. Fourth is AJ Sideways, AJ Cruz. Number 9 in Bonnie Hansen. Like you said, Martin Karch now starting to breathe down those guys is next. He has 2 positions to make up to make it to the A main through the heat racing event here. So he doesn't want to go to a consolation event, but laps are winding down here, Phil. We're going to come up on 6 to go.
Yeah, we're going to be halfway home. 6 in, 6 to go for Showtime. Shane Kelly aboard car number 7, leading over Trevor Fitz, Tyler Shell, AJ Cruz running out our final transfer. It is, look at that battle there. Bobby Hansel, number 9, Martin Karcher, number 33. Martin is starting to creep his way through the field, trying to make it work on the outside part of the racetrack. He's trying to run low. Bobby Hunt trying to do a good job with the 9, all trying to chase down the back of AJ Sideways, that 343. AJ holding on for dear life. We got 4 laps to go this time.
Yeah, 4 laps remaining here for the number 7, the Showtime, Shane Kelly. 28 and Trevor Fitz still running in that second spot. Just waiting for Shane Kelly to make a mistake there, and he's going to be able to pounce the number 28 machine. Looks like he's starting to drift up the track, try different grooves here, the number 28 machine. So he's a little bit faster last time by 14.373 to Kelly's 14.409. So we know he's faster. Now he tries to the outside here. Trevor Fitz looking to the outside. Kelly slams that door shut there, Phil. Man, what a race as we have Popsicle 6 in the air. 2
more trips around for Shane Kelly. Can he hold off Trevor Fitz? Trevor is throwing about everything he has at him. Going to take a big swing out to the outside this time through turns number 1 and 2 and down the back straightaway here at Lanier. Trevor Fitz trying to make his way around Shane Kelly's. We got white flag in the air. 1 more trip around there down the back chute into turns number 3 and 4. Fitz going to take 1 more dive to the low side. It's going to come up short. Shane Kelly will pick up the win in heat race number 4 over Trevor Fitz, Tyler Shell. AJ Cruz going to hold on for the 4th and final transfer. Bobby Hans, Martin Karch. Let's see who's back there for 7th, as I lost all the scoring already. It's going to go on to the next our consolation round. I was hoping I have all those names there, but I basically decided, Todd, it wasn't going to let me read the rest. So I'll scramble, but I know we're thinking going into a B main number 1 for 15 laps, and out of an 11-car field, only the top two transfer into the main. Look at the names on this list. Oh, boy.
Yeah, top 2 going to transfer on to the main here. We're going to call this consolation event number 1. They're going to call it C main out there. So consolation event number 1 is going to go away like this. Starting on the pole will be the number 97H. That is Blake Heather. Heather aboard the number 97H. His dance right outside. Adam Lindley aboard the 018 machine. Inside row number 2, starting in the 3rd starting position. That's the 33 machine. That's Torrin Shirts. And his dance right outside, driving the number 24 machine here tonight. That is Daniel Cummings Jr. Alex Streidinger in the number 54 machine going to roll off in that 5th spot. Robert Satterfield aboard the number 55 going to roll off 6th. Rolling off 7th will be Willie Whitaker aboard the number 37 machine. And his dance part of the outside driving the number 4D machine. That's Fast Frank Gonzalez. Last row on the field, Chris Malone aboard the number 29 machine. And outside of him will be Davey Lamont aboard the number 40 machine. Sorry if actually it's going to be the number 10 machine out there. Some of the names I probably slaughtered out there. Don't know a lot of these guys, Phil, but I've seen them out there racing every once in a while. As iRacing.com. Pace truck down to pit road. Green flags in the air. We're already stacking them up there on the front straightaway. A little bit of a contact maneuver slinky effect there, Phil.
A little bit of a slinky maneuver there, but Blake Keeler going to sprint his way out to the race lead. Adam Lickney, the 018. He is down low, but look at these guys battling up behind. You got Torrin Shirts in the 33 in there. You've got Daniel Cummings in number 38 trying to sneak his way up to the middle. He currently holds that final transfer. Robert Satterfield. How many times have we called his name in victory lane over the years? Look at this top 5. Only a top 2 will transfer. We're only a lap 2 in the racing is so far. It's insane over there.
Yeah, definitely insane as Blake Heather holding on to the top spot. Cummings Jr. to the outside there, Phil. And then number 24 machine, letting her eat up there, pushing the cushion. And then number 24, Torrance Shirts, right now on the outside looking in also. He's running in that 4th spot, but man, what a great race going on for that final transfer. That's going to be your 2nd spot. That's where we're going to highlight.
Yeah, absolutely right. And right now it's a battle of the 018. Adam Lickney out there. You've got Torrance Shirts of the 33. Daniel Cummings, the 38. Daniel now going to put his way up into that 2nd spot as they are door-to-door off of turn number 4. Terrific race there for the transfer position. Blake Heather continuing to lead, but these two guys racing side by side, they're breathing over the back of a 97H. And maybe anybody's racing here. Somebody get really loose off the corner. I think that was Cummings, who just about lost, but that wasn't the 018 that lost it there. He about went around, somehow saved it, and kept that thing rolling forward.
Yeah, he brought it back in, but yellow flag going to fly here. The first Hanover Record Service yellow flag here of Consolation Event number 1. Going to take a look to see what brought out this yellow flag. It looks to be the number 10 machine. The number 10 machine all by himself. He goes around after he hits the wall. Actually, he's trying to gather it back in. Comes down to the corner, loops it around, and all by himself he goes around the 10.
Selfie, a selfie. Everybody loves a selfie, right? Oh, yeah, that's a slinky. Singing the wrong song, Todd. It's late. Gotta bail me out.
Yeah, definitely late for you, Phil. Probably past your bedtime because you are a little old
My
there.
bedtime.
So, yeah, your bedtime. We're gonna call this past Phil's bedtime here tonight. So we're
Hold
gonna,
on.
yeah.
Hold on. You talk about past my bedtime. Who is directing our cameras tonight? Does that guy usually turn to a pumpkin after 10?
No. He's just secretly hiding out. He just lets you guys know that he's turning into a pumpkin. He hides out somewhere else. So.
I'm pretty sure. I know I wake up to messages every day for something that I've done wrong overnight and would think I was free of old Jack June a little while earlier, but he is never far behind and lurking somewhere. So let's get ready to go back to racing here. We're on lap number 9, 15 laps to main event here for B main number 1, where Blake Heather leads over Daniel Cummings, Torrance Shirts, Adam Lickney, and Robert Satterfield, our top 5. Let's go back to racing.
We are back to racing indeed there, Phil. The 97.8 of Heather again commanding here over the 24 of Daniel Cummings. Here comes the 33 Torrance Shirts. He's starting to make some headway here. We are on 5 laps remaining here in Consolation Event number 1, 2 transfer on. So right now Cummings on the bubble. Torrance Shirts right now running in that 3rd spot in the number 33 machine. He's on the outside looking in. So he's going to probably try to throw everything he has at him, including that kitchen sink there, Phil.
Probably a nice bucket, whatever else he can find as well in that number 33. He may need it because look at the run off of turn number 2 that Daniel Cummings, that number 38, is getting, and him and Blake Heather. Blake's trying to drive away and hide from these guys, so why not? He next time by 97H is going to see 2 to go from the starter stand. He's going to have 2 more trips to make around the 3/8 mile here in Bradenton, Georgia. He's got a car length over to 38. Then you look behind, and that's where that hungry pack of wolves is chasing. They're just running out of time talk because next time by, we're going to see white flag over the field.
And this time by, as we come through turn number 3 and off of turn number 4, white flag going to be in the air for the 97H of Blake Heather. If you got anything right now, to throw at that final transfer spot. You're going to have to do it. There's Shirts digging it down on the bottom, hitting the back straightaway for the final time into turn number 3. Shirts throws it in as hard as he can. He's going to make a little contact with Daniel Cummings. Cummings saves it. He's going to take the final transfer spot. A little bit of contact, but Daniel Cummings making it onto the A main. Oh, man, oh, man. As Blake Heather takes the top spot, so those two transfer on. Consolation event number 2 getting ready to lock and load, Phil. Can they live up to the bill the consolation event number 1 just did?
Well, they got work to do, but looking at this field, I know for sure there's a few guys in this one going to make it exciting, so let's take it through our lineup here. For B main number 2, on the pole aboard car number 13 is going to be Caleb Ramsey, and alongside in the number 9, Bobby Hans. In row number 2, aboard car number 8, Cody Slauson, and alongside of Cody in the number 033, that is Martin Karch. In row number 3, the 751 is Curtis Kelly with the number 88 of Alex Balducci rounding out row number 3. In row number 4, car number 24 of Trevor Baker with the number 199. Oh, Big Country Jamison Colbridge rounding out the top 4 rows. Rolling off of position number 9 aboard car. Looks like 2 in the server. Looks like it is at 24 down there on the racetrack. 24 of Michael Redding. And alongside of him, the number 51 car is Jeremy Zafro. So the call out there, Todd, for 10 drivers. I think we got all 10. And just like the first one, top 2 going to make the main event. I think we only see 9 of the 10 that we called for out there.
Yeah, the number 51 not answering the call there. Already loaded up on the trailer and done for the evening. The number 51 of Jeremy Zafro's not doing good there tonight. So unfortunately loaded on the trailer. So we have 9 cars out there biting for 2 spots here this evening, and there's a lot of guys that normally, this is A main talent that are in this, I'm going to say in this consolation event number 2. They're going to call it the B main here, but it's Consi number 2. 2 will transfer on to make up our 20 car field here for Racing for Reid.
Racing for Reid here tonight at the Lanier National Speedway for old Burrito. Reid Smith laid up in the hospital here, 1 month old as of yesterday. Help the Smith family out. Now we put the links out there for all you to donate to. Registration link, all the proceeds for this event going toward that. There is a small winner's purse. We're going to hope those guys do the right thing and donate it back to Josh and the family. I put the GoFundMe link out there all over the place as well. If you can help out every little bit, Josh and the family will appreciate that. But we got iRacing I flag, green flag in the air. Caleb Ramsey going to lead the field off turn number 2 for the first time.
Yeah, Ramsey in that number 13 machine leading the field here, 2 or 3 wide here for that second spot. Martin Karch gets bounced out of the line there. Now up to the top shelf of the speedway, unfortunately for that number 33 machine, as he was trying to put it up through the middle. Also star donations, guys. Any star donations given out here this evening will go to the Smith family here this evening. So if you got star donations out there, send them our way. We'll make sure that Josh Smith gets those, the Smith family gets those here, courtesy of Full Velocity Racing Network.
Absolutely right. You talk about sending out there, Todd. I'm watching a couple of cars that send these things through the corner. I'm watching the 33. I see looks like what the heck is that number there? It looks like, is that the 1? Looks like a 1 on the side of that car. Who's out there in the 1 car? I can't match these names and numbers up quick enough out there. Whoever's out there driving that black number 1 car, looks like a 1. That car is just zooming through the field. I'm trying to match name and number. It's right behind the old 33. It's Jamison Colbridge out there. It's a 199. That's a sneaky little paint scheme he's got out there.
Yeah, the 199 of Jamison Colbridge right now. The 8 of Cody Slauson has the final transfer spot. But I tell you what, 2 good competitors right there directly behind him, and Martin Karch and Big Country Jamison Colbridge. Then you got the 9 of Bobby Hans right there too, so they're not going away. Caleb Ramsey trying to run away from the field, though, almost a second ahead there, so he knows he wants his transfer spot. But man, what a battle it's going to be for that second spot.
Sure is. Cody Slauson holds it, but you got Karch behind. You got Colbridge there as well, the 199. Trevor Baker in the number 24, starting to make some headway back there as well, as we're running down on laps here. Running now on lap number 8, so we're halfway home here. 8 of 15 on the board. Caleb Ramsey doing the best he can to go out there and stink this one up and transfer his own right in the race now for second. Karch to the inside of Slauson. Who's it going to be? It's a slugfest down there in turn 1.
Yeah, slugfest for that second spot. Now Colbridge, he sees that door open. He sees some blood there. He wants to get by the 33 of Martin Karch. Way down to the bottom. He slides it in deep. Not able to pull off the pass. The slider on the 33 of Karch. That allows a little breathing room for Cody Slauson. And then number 8 machine as Colbridge slides it in there again, trying to get around the 33 of Karch.
If they didn't touch I don't know how they did it. That was a hell of a save, a hell of a drive there for Jameson. That 199 running in the 4th spot. Caleb Ramsey's got 5 car lengths on Cody Slauson. Karch, Colbridge, and Baker run there 3 through 5, but they need something to do because they need to chase down the 8 car of Slauson, who was opened up 2 car lengths between himself and that 33, Caleb Ramsey. He's got 12 on the board. He's got 4 laps to go in this one, and he's starting to run down this racetrack. And next time, Todd, 3 laps remaining for car number 13 on lap 13. Caleb Ramsey having a hell of a run out here in the second B main.
Yeah, the top 3 pretty much all in the 14-6 bracket here, Phil, is watching timing and scoring go about. But they had Slauson just a little bit faster, too, than Karch. But Slauson drifts up the track again. Here comes Martin Karch. He looks back down to the bottom side. He's trying to reel him in here in the final 2 laps as Popsicle Sticks in the air. 2
more trips around the 3/8 mile for car number 13, Caleb Ramsey. Looks like he's comfortably wanting to coast to this one. The drama is for this final transfer between Cody Slauson's number 8, Martin Karch, and the 033 as we work our way off turn number 3 and 4. Well, the white flag goes out in the air over the field. 1 more trip around. We know Caleb Ramsey barring a mistake. Look at Karch driving deep. He makes the little slide job on the 8 of Slauson. Martin Karch up to second off of turn number 4. Give the win to Caleb Ramsey. Karch going to get second. Slauson going to finish up third. 4th going to be Jameson Colbridge. Bobby Hant's going to get 5th. How about that move there in the last lap? Karch going to make his way around Slauson. That was the 8 car? There might be a helmet being thrown. I'm not sure about that one. That was a bold move.
Yeah, I know it says Full Velocity Racing Network on the side of his car, but man, he did throw it in there pretty deep as getting into the side of Clausen. But man, it's the final lap. He wants into this charity race too, just to run with these guys, and able to do so there is Clausen going to finish up in the 3rd spot, 1 position out of transferring there. But I know Martin, though, probably a little upset with himself. I probably thought he was probably clear, Phil. He thought maybe he would be clear, but not clear here, as just a little bit of context sends Slauson up towards that wall.
Sure did, and that's going to do it here for the qualification rounds. Our 42-lap main event Racing for Reid is coming up next. Before we get there, what do you say we throw this thing trackside? Let's pay honor to this great nation, the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. All right, back here live in your source for esports racing, the Full Velocity Racing Network, getting ready to race for Reid Smith out here tonight. Burrito, as Josh affectionately calls him. We're out here raising money for Josh and Keely Smith in care of baby Reid, 1 month old yesterday. He is such an adorable little boy, and we're just all hoping and praying, Todd. He's battling pretty hard. He's been having a rough go over here these first 30 days, and we're doing the best we can to help the Smith family out, but our hearts and prayers, and we're here, we're racing for Reid. We're fighting for Reid here tonight, too, as we're getting ready to go racing.
Yeah, getting ready to go racing here at Lanier National Speedway, live on the Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. As these guys get locked and loaded already onto the speedway here, Phil, we're going to jump right in to the starting lineup here for this evening. Racing for Reid, 42 laps will be the distance, starting on the pole. Driving the number 15 machine, that is Mason Crawford. His dancing partner outside the D1RT M14, that's Chad Prescott.
In row number 2 on the inside, aboard the 444, that is Derek Dryman to his outside. In the number 7, Showtime, Shane Kelly.
Inside row number 3, starting in the 5th starting position, that's the number 61, that's Earl Arts Jr. His dancing partner outside, driving the number 60 machine, that's Kyle Pearson.
Row number 4 on the inside, aboard car number 91, that is Tyson Pankow, and alongside in the D1RT, car number 28, Trevor Fitz rolls off position 8.
Inside the Twisted Motorsports 420, that's Easy E, Eric Elmore. His dancing partner outside, driving the 42, that's Cody Howard.
269 rolls off of position number 11, that is James Grace, and alongside the number 44, Tyler Shell rolls off 12th.
In all Twisted Motorsports, row number 7 is going to be the number 31 of Jason Burton. Is outside of him, the number 9, that's Justin Helms.
Robert Fletcher rolls off next aboard car number 77, AJ Sideways. AJ Cruz rolls off 16th aboard 343.
Blake Heeler in the 97H rolls off 17th. 18th is Caleb Ramsey as we get ready to go. Green flag off a turn to number 4. And we're racing with the number M14 and the 15 machine. Fighting it out already down into turn number 3. The 15 and Crawford slides up the track. Here comes the M14 back down to the inside. That's Chad Prescott side by side for the race lead.
Side by side for the lead. Prescott's number 14 down low under the 15 of Mason Crawford through the west end of the speedway. 3 and 4. They continue to slide door to door. Who's going to be there for complete lap number 2?
Out to the lead is the number M14, the D1RT M14. That's Chad Prescott. Here comes Derek Dryman down to the inside. Hard down to the inside. Lets us slide up. Bobbles us a little bit. Drops back to that 3rd spot.
Dropping back to 3rd there is I hate to say, I'm going to throw the call back to you. I've got a little small issue over here, and I've lost the server. Battling it all night again, and I've lost it here. I think I'll be back with you here in a second.
As the number 15 machine running in that 2nd spot. That
System
is
is under
Mason
full
Crawford.
max.
Mason Crawford right now
Full
running
max.
in that 2nd spot. 3rd is the 444 of Derek Dryman. Shane Kelly running in 4th. 5th is the number 61 of Earl Arts Jr. He's looking to the bottom side here of Showtime Shane Kelly. Derek Dryman trying at the same time also is Dryman right now running in that 3rd spot in the 444 machine. As the 444 machinists are kicking Phil out of the server like we like to do here. Chad Prescott with the early advantage, letting her eat down onto the bottom side, catfishing it there. And the M14 machine, Mason Crawford running in 2nd. 3rd is Derek Dryman. 4th is the number 7 machine of Showtime, Shane Kelly. He's got a ear full of, sight full of the number 61 of Earl Arts Jr. Jr. down to the bottom side here, side by side for that 4th spot. Number 7 still hanging on, though, to that 4th spot. As Chad Prescott right now, your current race leader, he's checking out from the rest of the field here. Crawford running in 2nd here, but Dryman really throwing some haymakers at the number 15 machine. Dryman really slung it in pretty deep there, trying to get around for that 2nd spot. Meanwhile, it is a battle for the 4th spot between the number 7 machine of Showtime, Shane Kelly, the 61 of Earl Arts Jr. right now working over the bottom, the 60 of Kyle Pearson up top, able to get around the 44 machine of Tyler Shell. Here comes Trevor Fitz down to the bottom side here in the number 28 machine. He's trying to make his way up towards the front of the field. Dryman still holding on to that 3rd spot, though, trying to get around the 15 machine of Crawford. Crawford still holding on to 2nd, but his group keeps pushing further and further up the track. They're right almost next to the wall. The number 444 of Derek Dryman just working over the bottom side, trying to make something happen. We're on lap 13 of 42, coming up to complete lap number 14. And it has been all Chad Prescott in the M14 machine as he pulls away from the field here. Already a half a second in the lead. The 444, Derek Dryman, works to the bottom, and he's trying to work that to perfection to try to get around the 15 machine of Mason Crawford. Crawford right up next to the wall, can stay in the throttle up there on the top side, able to keep his momentum up and able to propel himself into that 2nd spot still, as Dryman's just trying to work over that bottom. It's just not working for that 444 machine. Showtime Shane Kelly running in that 4th spot, looking to get around Dryman, who's right directly in front of him. Earl Arts Jr. running in that 5th spot. 6 is Tyler Shell Aboard the number 44 machine, Trevor Fitz running in the 7th position. Easy Eric Elmore in a good battle with the number 60 machine of Kyle Pearson. Pearson right now running in the 6th spot, or 7th spot, excuse me, as they keep exchanging back and forth. The 420 of Easy Eric Elmore back down to the bottom side as the 60 gets a loose. Side-by-side battle for 8th. Looking back up front there, it's still pretty much the same. You got Prescott, Crawford, Dryman, Kelly, Arch Jr. Those are your top 5, so we're looking for some great battles going on here through the field. And, man, right now it's between Easy E and the number 60 machine of Pearson. Those guys battling it out for 8th and 9th now. As the 420 looking to the bottom, Pearson connects with the outside wall just a tad bit. That gives the position to Twisted Motorsports number 420 machine. As now James Grace, the 269, works to the bottom side, side-by-side for that 9th spot. As Pearson has it, Grace wants to wrestle it away from that number 60 machine. The number 42 of Cody Howard right now running in 11th. He's got Dustin Helms right there directly behind them. They're just watching these guys fight for the bottom as we are coming up on halfway home. 21 to go out of 42 laps here at the Lanier National Speedway. The Racin for Reid, Full Velocity Racing Network. It's been a great race so far here, and these guys really duking it out as Chad Prescott just pulling away right now. It's pretty much stayed the same between himself and Mason Crawford. Crawford running the top, not really gaining anything, but not really losing anything either. But Dryman's starting to have somebody knock on his door. That's Showtime Shane Kelly knocking on that 444 machine. Shane Kelly back down to the inside as he tries to work up alongside that 444. He's able to cut it down into the corner. Diamond in the corner is Derek Dryman in that 444 machine, just keeping Shane Kelly at bay, holding him up just a tad bit. Shane Kelly last time by was indeed faster, 14.826 to Derek Dryman's 14.865. So just a tad bit faster last time by. Looks like those guys both chasing down the number 15 machine of Mason Crawford just a tad bit lap after lap. So we'll see if that becomes a 3-car battle for that 2nd spot. Tyler Schell now up inside the top 5 as he finally wrestles it away from Earl Arch Jr. Trevor Fitz now down to the bottom side-by-side with the number 61 of Arch Jr. Arch Jr. just having a little bit of problems there in that number 61 machine as he bashes it off the wall. Trevor Fitz now takes over that 6th spot in the number 28 machine. Crawford and Dryman are exchanging blows up here for that 2nd spot as Dryman drives it in deep in that 444 machine alongside the 15 of Mason Crawford. So he's right there knocking on the door with 15 laps remaining here. This 42-lap feature here, Racing for Reid at the Lanier National Speedway, Full Velocity Racing Network, your source for eSport racing. Yellow flag gonna fly here. So we're gonna repack the field, Hanover Record Service, yellow flag. First one of the evening here. Gonna slow these guys down. As we look to see what happened, is Jack whispering in my ear what happened here. It looks like the 77 here gets pretty hot and heavy there. Robert Fletcher comes down into the corner and looks like he makes contact, quite a bit of contact with the 91 of Tyson Pankow. Pankow goes around. Unfortunate there for the number 91 machine is Fletcher making huge contact with the 91 machine. That is the BladeNote.com instant replay. Got to thank all of our sponsors out there too. Real quick, you got to thank Hanover Record Service, iRacing, iFlag. Got to thank Foils Trucking, BladeNote.com, South Texas Speedway, Monstar Productions, Full Throttle with a Jet, TDR Racing, Har Motorsports, Trash Panda Graphics, Evil One Graphics, all aboard here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. So we get ready to go back to Green Flag Racing here as these guys are locked and loaded. Lights are extinguished atop the iRacing.com pace truck. Green flag back in the air. Loud pedal back down for the M14, the D1RT M14 of Chad Prescott. Dryman now drives it in deep again. Gets around the 15 of Crawford that time by as Crawford now slips back to that 3rd spot. So put Derek Dryman to that 2nd spot. Here comes Showtime Shane Kelly down to the inside now looking for 3rd. Kelly down to the bottom side-by-side for that 3rd spot with the 15 of Crawford. Crawford right now up to the top shelf of the Speedway, but the number 7 machine fighting it out. Showtime, Shane Kelly down to the bottom. Still side-by-side for that 3rd spot. We're 10 to go. As 10 laps remain here, who's it going to be here? Is it going to be Shad Prescott as he's growing away now, almost a second advantage over Derek Dryman. Showtime, Shane Kelly duking it out for that third spot with Crawford. Crawford drives way up the track once again. The 44 machine of Tyler Schell running inside the top 5. He's on the outside looking into this battle. He's looking for a way around these guys. Trevor Fitz running in that 6th spot. Dryman still hanging on here for a second. Looks like he's starting to get a tad bit tight in that 444 machine. But a great battle going on for the 3rd spot between the 15 machine of Crawford, the 7 of Showtime, Shane Kelly, the Lucas Oil number 7 machine dives it back down in deep like he has time after time. They are driving Catfish in the bottom in that number 7 machine. Great battle going on for that 3rd spot. Side by side here as they come off a turn number 4. They flash by that start finish line. Fistful of laps left. 5 laps remaining here at Lanier National Speedway as these guys duking it out like it's the last lap here for the 3rd spot as Showtime trying to grab it away from Mason Crawford. Crawford right now is just able to hold on just barely as they go down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Prescott continues to lead and he's driving away in his own area code, in his own zip code, whatever you want to call it here this evening. The D1RT M14 of Prescott showing why he is really, really fast all the time here in that M14 machine, just showing his talent, showcasing how smooth he is out there in that M14 machine. As the popsicle sticks go up in the air, we have 2 more trips around the speedway here for the D1RT M14 of Prescott. Dryman pretty much right now in that 2nd spot. Showtime, Shane Kelly finally pulls the slider there on the number 15 machine of Crawford. Crawford lost another position to the 44 of Tyler Schell. But meanwhile, up front, we have white flag coming out in the air for the M14 machine as he passes by the start finish line already. That's how quick this is going to end. Shad Prescott, the D1RT M14, taking down the victory here in the 42 lap main event here for Racin for Reid. The 444 of Derek Dryman front comes up 2nd. 3rd going to be Showtime Shane Kelly. Been a long time since we talked to Showtime down in victory lane. Tyler Schell, Mason Crawford, Trevor Fitz, Earl Arts Jr., Eric Elmore, Cody Howard, and James Grace round out your top 10. As we take just a minute to try to get some contact with the drivers, we'll make our way down to BladeNode.com victory lane. And we'll get a word with our top 3 finishers here tonight. And they're racing for Reid here live on the Full Velocity Racing Network. Now, as we make our way down here, we're going to finish with the top 3 here of the evening. We're going to make our way down here to our 3rd place finisher, Showtime. Shane Kelly bringing up 3rd here tonight, the Lanier National Speedway here for the Racing for Reid and that number 7 machine. I tell you what there, Shane, you had a great race going on there for that 3rd spot for quite some time and able to motor into that 3rd spot, able to get a podium finish here tonight. Tell us about your event here this evening.
Yeah, awesome race for a great cause, man. Josh is one of the nicest guys out here, and I'm glad this race got put on for him with what he's going through. But yeah, man, that's a heck of a battle. When you can race like that, I don't know how many laps we were side by side, but it felt to me like the entire race, and we never hit each other, and I just a lot of respect there. Just a good, clean race. That's how you like it.
Yeah, definitely a great race here going on for you. Tell us how that track suggestion to change. It looked like the high groove was there, then it went away. The bottom was great for some time, and then you were able. I mean, it looked really, really slick out there. Was that the case?
Yeah, you definitely had to hit your marks. Kind of when you was racing side by side, you couldn't hit the actually get enough grip to pass each other. It's what made it hard. You kind of wanted to be running that slider line, dive it in and get it in that grip and float up into the top there and get the grip off. But when you're racing side by side, you got to take what you can get, and you just had to find every little bit you could to pass.
Bringing home a great podium finish here tonight, finishing up in that third spot there, Showtime. So we're going to be microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank her. We'd like to thank you. It's been quite a while since we've seen you here on the Full Velocity Racing Network.
Yeah, man, miss you guys. Hopefully, get into some more races here soon. And work schedule and other leagues I'm running in for points makes it kind of hard. But you guys do a great job. Always look forward to seeing you guys broadcasting the race. Prayers out for Josh and his family. You know, I can't imagine what he's going through for something like this. It's a great cause. It shows you when something happens to a fellow racer, man, we kind of come together and try to do the best we can. So everybody out there watching, my teammates, they had a pretty rough night, but they always support me. They stayed on, helped me out, and my dad out there watching. You guys take care. Have a great night.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, picking up third tonight here in the race of Reid 42. That is Showtime. Shane Kelly aboard the number 7 machine. We're going to let him get back to everything, get back to his teammates, back to his fans. We're going to make our way down to the driver of the 444, Derek Dryman, taking home a second place finish, another podium finish here for that 444 machine. Derek, what a great race for you here this evening. Able to get into that second spot. Didn't look like you were able to catch Shad there. It looked like you were able to run him down for a little bit, but then it seemed like your car went away a tad bit, but still able to hold on to second in a convincing fashion. Tell us about your race.
Well, I just want to thank everybody for putting this on. Josh, you know, praying for your kiddo, man. But other than that, you know, the race was great. I never expected to be anywhere near the front when I came out. Started practice, didn't really like the setup, but as the race, you know, the night went on, I started getting the hang of it. And I was playing defense there for a little bit with Shane behind me. Mason was just kind of running that line that I would catch him here and there, and I'd start playing offense, and then I'd fall back, and I'd play defense for a little bit, and that caution came out. Mason kind of went up, grabbed the wall. I kind of ran the slider line and was able to get past him.
Yeah, definitely able to get past him, and you were able to hold on to that second spot, so it was a great race there. Same question goes out to you that I did with Shane. Was it starting to get a little slick out there? Cars seemed to be going away just a tad bit. Time started to drop a little bit. Was it starting to get slick?
Yeah, definitely. 1 and 2, it was a little tricky. I was running the slider line pretty much the whole night. That's just the way the car liked it. I couldn't really stick it through the middle all the way around. But 1 and 2, the slider line started going away, so you just kind of had to stay in the middle and then find the tackiness towards the end of 2. And then 3 and 4, it was just drive her in deep and let her drift to the top.
All right, Derek. Great inspiration there to try to get around the track like a guy like me who struggles to get around a track like this. But I'm going to give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. I'd like to thank you here tonight.
I just want to thank my team, Mud Duck Racing, everybody that's put this on. My sponsors, Hanover Record Service, Jerky Dudes. Just want to thank everybody that's helped me out. Joey Lamb for paying the entry fee to this tonight. Thank you.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the second place here tonight, driver of the Mud Duck Racing, number 444. That's Derek Dryman taking down second. We're going to make our way down to BladeNote.com Victory Lane, where we're going to make our way to Shad Prescott through the crowd. But Shad, no stranger to Victory Lane, able to walk away here this evening without no real guy to really beat on you or anything like that. I was hoping Trevor would get up there and shake it out with you there, Shad, but able to take down the victory here tonight. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, it was pretty easy actually. I mean, it's kind of one lane. Just stay out there and be smooth and don't hit the wall, and you'd be pretty good.
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, you were just you were smooth, and that's what I hit it on the broadcast, just showing how smooth you guys are, and you can see that you have a lot of laps here on a track like this. And and you were just able to pull away. I said you were in your own area code and your own zip code here this evening, but to take down a victory like this, it's gotta mean a lot here, especially for Racing for Reid and everything that goes on here. It shows the sim racing community that we can all pull together as one and support guys who are in need.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It'd been nice if Trevor could have got up there and we could have mixed it up a little bit. That way we both could have donated our winnings back. But I'm not sure what it paid to win, but I'm gonna donate everything back to the family that it needs to go to, and hopefully everything works out for him and everything gets better.
Yeah, definitely, Shad. That means a lot. And we commented. I watched the race that you donated your winnings back in D1RT. All the guys over there. That's what makes D1RT a great team here. Probably one of the best teams out here in the iRacing community, in my opinion. And that's what makes it great. But I'm going to give you the microphone. The floor is all yours. Thank you. Let's thank you this evening tonight, Shad.
Yeah, just gotta thank Eddie Livingston, all the guys over at D1RT, Jim Emery for the great looking cars. Once again, he always does a killer job. I gotta thank Trevor Fitz also. I didn't know about this race till last minute. He paid my way to get in, and I gotta thank him for giving me that spot. And then I gotta thank Big Show Promotions and all them guys over there. But I think that'd be about it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, picking up the win in the D1RT M14. That's Shad Prescott. He's donating all of his winnings back to the Smith family. And thanks a lot, Shad, for taking the words. And thanks a lot for donating that back. It means a lot. It's going to mean a lot to the Smith family.
Yep, no problem. Thank you guys for the great broadcast.
Yep. All right, Shad Prescott. We're going to let him get back to his teammates wherever he wants to go there. Maybe even talk to Josh Smith as we get ready to wrap things up here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. What a great race here. 42 laps, Racing for Reid. As the link is out there on the broadcast. We've been broadcasting it out there. If you want to get a hold of us here, if you're watching a little bit later for the Racing for Reid and you want to get a hold of us, just let us know here on Facebook Live or Facebook. You can just message us. We'll get you hooked up with the Smith family if you'd like to donate, or get you a link if you'd like to donate to those guys and the great cause here for their son who's still in the NICU out there and having trouble with breathing and different things that are going on. And we've been able to follow the Smith family and what's going on. So maybe we'll keep you guys, we'll try to do our best to keep you guys all tuned with the Smith family and what's going on. And hopefully everything, thoughts and prayers out to the Smith family. Josh Smith been a great guy here to us at the Full Velocity Racing Network. I know we've been trying to get a kid. He's been really busy for the month, but we know how it feels there, Josh. If you need anything from Phil or I, or even Jack for that matter, on Full Velocity Racing Network, we're there for you, buddy. We're there for whatever you need. If you just need somebody to talk to, Phil and I especially know a lot of things that go on, especially in the NICU. If you guys need something going on there, so again, thank you to those guys for allowing us to come broadcast this event as we always do, charity events. We offer those free on the Full Velocity Racing Network, so make sure you guys, if you have a charity event and you want to get a hold of us here, as long as we have that time slot open, you want to do it for a great cause, just get a hold of us and we'll make sure that we broadcast your live event for free for any type of charity event. It's just something that we got to give back to the community, and it's one of those things that's near and dear to our heart, stuff like this. So again, on behalf of myself, Phil Lacasse, Jack down there pushing all the buttons, staying up rather late with us here this evening, I'm Todd Stanton, signing off here on the Full Velocity Racing Network. We'll see you tomorrow night for a double bill of Dirt Slinging Outlaws, Pro and Super Late models. See you tomorrow night. Good night.